Hey everyone, Jonah Fox here with the Harmonica Revolution. So today I am going to help you finally understand harmonica positions. We're going to take a deep dive into them. We're going to talk about what they are and how to use them to play in more styles and keys. I'm going to share the 3 most common positions, but there are many more than that, and tell you how to choose which ones to use and how to understand the keys. You know, pick a key and make sure that you're using the right harmonica. So let's go and get started. Do you ever wonder what you should be doing to get better at harmonica? Well, I've put together a free video course called the Harmonica Accelerator, which will show you the 5 steps you should follow to build a practice session that will help you get better fast. So this is a deep dive into the practices that you should follow to step up your harp game, and it's been organized into a daily session that you can just run through. There is a version for beginners and intermediate players, so this will help you wherever you are in your harmonica playing journey. You can get access for free. The link is down below in the description. All right, on with the video. Harmonica positions refer to the different scales you can play on your harmonica. So scales are how we organize our notes, and different types of scales have different sounds. So major scales sound happy, something like this. And minor scales sound sad. But there is a little bit more nuance than that. So as an example, there are types of minor scales, like the blues scale and the natural minor scale. So let's hear how those are different. So for this quick example, I'm going to be playing in 3rd position on a C harmonica, which is in the key of D minor, starts on this note. 4 draw, but I'll talk about that later. So on this scale, I can play a blues scale, which sounds like this. So that's a minor scale, but we really call it the blues scale. But then I can just play some different notes, and this becomes the natural minor scale. So those are a little bit different in some ways. Number one, the natural minor scale has more notes to it, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And they just kind of work in different musical contexts. As you can assume, the blues scale probably was going to work better with the blues. Harmonica positions, though, are a little bit more confusing than just scales. It really refers to the note that the scales start on. If you know a little bit more about music theory, this is actually playing in different modes. And to complicate things even more, as I showed you before, there are more than one scale that you can play in each position. So if your head is spinning, don't worry, you're not the only one. Let's pull things back and make it a little bit more simple. The first scale, which pretty much everybody learns, is the 1st position scale, which is a major scale. This uses the labeled key of your harmonica, and it's often called straight harp. So if you have a G harmonica, like this one right here, this is a Seidel 1847 Lightning in G, you're playing in the key of G. So let's go take a look at the notes in the middle octave. We have 4 blow, 4 draw, 5 blow, 5 draw, 6 blow, 6 draw, 7 draw. Notice that it flips here, and then it ends on 7 blow. So that's the major scale. I'm going to play it all in order. That's what everyone starts by learning, and this is the major scale. And if you are one of those people where you're still working on playing single notes, and you play the harmonica just using chords like you're playing in 1st position. So you play this scale, especially when you're improvising over major music. So let me show you an improv example really quick. I really love improvisation. It's kind of my thing. And let me just show you what this looks like. The backing tracks I will use in this video will be linked down in the description. This sound here, this major sound, has a happy, hopeful, and a positive feel. So check it out. Next, we have second position, which is called cross harp. So this is what you normally think of as the blues position on harmonica. So there are two main scales here, and they are pentatonic scales. So pentatonic scales have 5 notes. Think about it. Penta means 5, and tonic means tone. So these are 5-tone scales, 5 notes, okay? We have a major pentatonic and a minor pentatonic scale that we can play here. So let's start with the major. The major pentatonic scale goes like this. It starts on 2 draw, and then we have 3 draw whole step bend. And then 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 blow, and 6 blow. That 6 is the octave of the low note. The whole scale sounds like this. All right, so that's the major pentatonic. Now, you do play this to major music, kind of like the first position scale, and it has a bit of a bluesy sound. It works for blues in a major key, like traditional blues using 7th chords, along with plenty of other genres like rock and funk, but it has to be in a major key, okay? So far, second position has a major pentatonic scale, and that's still considered cross harp. I know it's confusing because there's another scale here. We have the minor pentatonic scale, which goes like this. It starts with 2 draw, and then we have 3 draw with a half step bend, then 4 blow, 4 draw, 5 draw, and then it ends at the octave on 6 blow. Sounds like this. All right, so this is great for minor blues, rock, reggae, funk, and more. It's the very characteristic sound of a harmonica is this kind of blues position. And we can actually turn this into another scale, which is really just a variation, which is the blues scale, which is the same thing, but it adds 4 draw half step bend. All right, so both of those scales are cross harp. So the cross harp scale starts at a note a 4th below the labeled key of your harmonica. So I know that's confusing. It's like a music interval. That's what a 4th is. Let's look at it like this. Say you're playing on a G harp like this one, and let's go down the scale. So in G major, we have 1 sharp, which is F sharp, and all of the other notes are just standard, no sharp, no flat. So we have G. That's the first. And then we go down 1 note, which is F sharp. All right. That would be the second if we're talking intervals. And then an E, which is the 3rd. And then a D, which is the 4th. G, F sharp, E, D. And that D is the key of cross harp. And again, it can be major or minor. Let's try another example. This is a C harp, a Hohner crossover. So let's go follow it. We have C, and then we go down 3 notes or an interval of a fourth. So C, B, A, G. So on a C harp, second position would be the key of G. And from there, we choose the right scale. Essentially, are you playing in a major or a minor key? Just choose the major or minor pentatonic. So here is a demo of playing in second position. I'm going to show you the major and minor pentatonic scales at work. All right, the last common position is third position. This is often called slant harp, but I like using position numbers. It just makes more sense to me. In third position, we can play some variations of a minor scale. So there's no major scale here. It's all types of a minor scale. So let's try the minor pentatonic scale. This is a little bit more simple, but some of the other variations here require overblows, which are kind of advanced techniques that we're not going to get into in this video. So our notes start off here with 4 draw. That's where it starts. And then we got 5 draw, 6 blow, 6 draw, 7 blow, and 8 draw, which is the octave, right? Pentatonic is 5, so we have 5 notes and then the octave. All right, so that's third position. This position starts on the second above the labeled key. So if we're playing in G, like this harmonica, our scale is some form of A minor. That's the next note in the scale. On a C harp, this would be D minor. So third position is a little bit different. It has a more aggressive sound and it fits the best over like harder rock and genres that are usually in a minor key like reggae, hip hop, funk, things like that. So here's a quick playing demo. Okay, so now we know the 3 positions. So the big question is, once you have learned these scales, which one do you actually use? Well, try this. Ask yourself, do you need to play in major or minor? Like if you're playing with a backing track or a friend playing guitar, you have to choose a key, okay? So if you're playing in a major key, then you have 2 choices. More once you learn more positions. Again, there are more positions than these 3, but in general, you have 2 choices here. You have first position and the second position major pentatonic scale. So if you want it to sound light and folky and you want all 7 notes of the scale, then first position is your best bet. Second would be a better fit when you want more of a bluesy sound and you want to be able to bend, because there are bends in first position, but they're not essential like they are in second. So if you need to play in a minor key, then you choose between second and third position. Second is better for blues in most cases, and third has more of a cutting sound. I really like third position as a sharpness to me that really makes it stand out. I hope that helps you understand positions on harmonica. And if you want help working on these skills, if you want to take it a little further, check out my free video course, the Harmonica Accelerator, which will show you a daily 5-step practice that will help you get better real fast. So check it out. You can get free access in the description below. So if this video helped you, then help me out by hitting that like button, send me some of those sweet, sweet internet points, and consider subscribing for more videos like this. So go play some music, and I'll see you next week.